Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. Before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, if you have a suggestion, if you have a comment, if you have a question, if you want me to give you my take on any topic that you're interested in, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, by all means, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. On WhatsApp, you can type in and search for me under Back on Basics 9985, or you can type in my name as well. So, let's talk about overthinking. We all tend to do this. I do it myself. I overthink. That's one of my pet peeves because whenever I'm doing something, whenever I'm planning something, whenever I'm about to collaborate with somebody, whenever I'm about to have a conversation with somebody, I tend to overthink, and I've been doing that since I was little. I mean, honestly, remember in previous videos I told you that I would actually listen to music and process these conversations that I would have or these events that I would have. And the thing is, my mind would think that I'm already done with it. So it's like, it's hard to comprehend, but if you overthink it, your mind may think that you've already done it, that's the way that you're going to do it, that it has been resolved. So don't overthink. That's a big, huge thing. I tend to overthink things because, I mean, my brain processes like 1,000 miles per hour. I mean, I have so many different things that sometimes I have to remember what I've said. I have to embrace the silence. Silence helps. Just bring your focus. This is my brain, right? This is my brain, and this is all the thoughts that I'm having about different topics. When I embrace the silence, when I do deep breathing, when I pray, when I sit and meditate, it actually focuses like this, and I can actually focus. There's so many things, because if you overthink, then you start thinking about what ifs. What ifs, remember, we talked about this for a long time. What ifs are things that you think may happen, and then you start thinking about the many different things that could happen or should happen, or the people that should be able to help you and everything. Don't overthink things. Make them simple. Remember, keep it simple. Keep it basic. Keep it in the here and now. Make sure that you're always having the ability to provide a very focused mind, a very focused body, and very balanced emotions. Because like that, you can easily be in the here and now. And you can think about it in the present moment. Remember, the present moment is the best way to do it. So, if that's the case, then why are we overthinking it before the moment is going to take place? You have to reduce the amount of thinking. Sometimes because we're anxious. Sometimes because something has happened before that we didn't expect for it to happen. Sometimes it's just life experiences. I mean, life experiences with different things can shape the way you think. Believe me. Remember, I said before, I have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, because of the war in El Salvador. And I know it's been years. Whenever I hear a noise, I'm hyper vigilant. I'm always thinking, and so I have to go from here to here in order for me to focus because of all the things that I have dealt with. And so again, don't overthink. So here are some things that I can recommend for you to slow down or stop the overthinking. The first thing is recognize that you're overthinking. If you spend a lot more than just 5 minutes, 10 minutes on something that's going to take place tomorrow, the next day, later on this afternoon, or anything like that, you're overthinking. Because the thing is that in order for you to think about what's going to happen in the future, you're going to have to set aside everything that's happening here and now. And that's the problem. And then what's happening is that you're not focusing in the present. You're not focusing on the people that are supporting you around you. So make sure that you're not overthinking. Remember, do not overthink. Because if you do, then everything that's in the here and now is going to start being pushed away because you're going to be worried about the future, what's going to happen. So recognize overthinking. The second one, focus on what you can control. If I can't control what I'm overthinking about, then I'm working towards stopping it, because you can't control what you can't control. And so we always, and I'm talking about myself, we always overthink about the things that are beyond our control. What can we do? What can't we do? What are the things that we need to do and we don't do? There's so many different things that happen or will happen or should happen in our minds. Our minds are so flooded with processes, with thoughts, with questions, with signals to signal our body for emotions, for fear, for anxiety. We need to remember, go from here to here. So what do? When you want to focus your mind, you do something physical. A little movement, right? A little exercise. Doesn't have to be a lot. What do when you want to focus your body? You do something mental, right? You write a little bit. You listen to music, right? You pray. You do breathing exercises. I mean, there's so many different things. I'm just giving you the bare bones because I want to make sure that this video gives you easy things that can help you. One of the things that I'm working on is challenging negative thoughts. It is hard, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to tell you, it is hard to challenge negative thoughts because, remember, we're negative as human beings. Automatic. Our first thoughts are negative. They're automatic. A lot of times you have to process those negative thoughts in order to move to a more realistic kind of thinking. And those are the things that you can do. You can sit and think and think and think and think, or you can do something mental, you can do something physical, right? You can go help somebody, you can help somebody in your support system, you can read a book, you can listen to music, you can do exercising, you can do a little walking, you can cook. I mean, I'm just giving you a lot of things so that way it's easier for you to challenge any negative thoughts. I mean, you have to understand, right? We're thinking in the future. So there's a lot of things that haven't happened, or all the things that haven't happened, but we're worried about them. I mean, it's like, it is what it is. That's what it is. It's these negative thoughts just come into our head. So what we need to do is we need to do something to process them physically, mentally, emotionally. And so we need to process them so that way they can just go out. Again, help somebody, right? Be engaging with people. Wave at people. Go for a little walk. Do the treadmill. Do however physical or mental that you know how to do. I know that a lot of the times we tend to just sit and think and think and think about our negative thoughts, but we need to challenge those. We need to make sure that we challenge those and we're not doing the things that the thinking that will change us and stop us from doing the activities that we need to do. So again, challenge your negative thoughts. Well, and bottom line, There's so many things that you can do. There's so many things that you can do. One of the best things that I know how to do is my support system. I talk to them because I ask them questions. This is what I see. This is what I'm thinking too much. Am I thinking too much? And so they tell me yes or no, or maybe you should think about this. And so, again, those things are hard to break. But if you have a good support system, if you have your family that takes care of you, if you have your friends or coworkers, again, right, your support system, they can actually listen to you and your thought process and then tell you whether you're in the right track or not. So again, make sure that you connect with others. Don't stay in your head by yourself. Staying in your head by yourself means that you are talking to yourself. You are making decisions that you and yourself have done. And so that may not be the best decisions to make. So again, right? Don't overthink. Overthinking just takes time. Overthinking just takes a lot of mental and physical capacity. Overthinking just gets you down sometimes. Overthinking just gets you nervous or anxious or worried about what's going to happen. You don't want to, if something needs to be done tomorrow, you don't want to worry today. You don't want to be anxious today. And then tomorrow happens and it just goes like that in a snap because you did it. But then all the time that you spent the day before thinking about it and worrying about it and being anxious, all of that's going to affect your body. So again, don't overthink. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Ladies and gentlemen, you and I are in the same journey. We're in the same support system. Remember, right? Don't overthink it. Actually, if I may, I just ran this and I showed this before. So 2 years ago, I was overthinking things too much. I wasn't paying attention to myself. I wasn't doing the things that I should have been doing. And so this is where I was. I'm going to do that like this. You see that? This is how I was. Like 2 years ago, almost 270 pounds. I was so worried I was eating my way out of things. I was eating my way. I was trying to stop the way that I felt by eating. 270, 210. And the thing is, every time I start overthinking, I start doing either something mental or I start doing something physical. They go hand in hand. And you know what? If you did something mental, then you know your physical is going to get balanced. And if you do something physical, your mental capacity is going to get focused and balanced. So again, it's a great way to deal with what ifs, to deal with overthinking. Till next time, back on basics.